This is the second video of a little story, and if you've missed the first one, I'll link it up here. We have Natalie, the journalist, and Peter, the cameraman. They need to get their story or their report ready for the 9 o'clock news. Η Ναταλία δεν τα καταλαβαίνει αυτά. Natalie doesn't understand this. This αυτά, plural, what does it refer to? Τα πράγματα. And that's implied. What about τα? It's another object, but it's the same. We have the same object, like repeated, and that happens a lot. The object gets repeated. Αυτά and τα. Same thing. Since αυτά implies τα πράγματα, we could also say Natalie doesn't understand these things. Μετά τη βούρτσα σειρά έχει το κόκκινο κραγιόν. After the brush, the red lipstick is next. I knew the word for brush from toothbrush and crayon from the English word crayon. Σειρά for me is turn, as in my turn, but it can also be a series too. And here in our sentence, it's used with έχει. So what's the subject? The subject is crayon. It's like the lipstick has turned. The lipstick is next. I'll read both sentences again before you see the English translation. Η Ναταλία δεν τα καταλαβαίνει αυτά. Μετά τη βούρτσα σειρά έχει το κόκκινο κραγιόν. How much more did you understand now? Ο Πέτρος θυμώνει, αλλά δεν μπορεί να της πει τίποτα άλλο. Peter's angry but cannot say anything else to her. The verb θυμώνω, hadn't heard of it, I only knew θυμωμένος, angry. So we have θυμώνω and its other form θυμώσω. Getting angry, right? So ο Πέτρος θυμώνει and δεν θέλει να θυμώσει. Let's continue. Να της πει. It's from Leo, να πω. Since it's about Peter, it's lay and να πει. And the tis in between means to her. The τίποτα can be nothing or anything, and άλλο is other or else. So far, so good. Ο Πέτρος θυμώνει, αλλά δεν μπορεί να της πει τίποτα άλλο. How much more did you understand now? Στο κάτω-κάτω αυτή είναι η στάρ. After all, she's the star. Good one. Η star is easy. The thing is, I was told that words from other languages usually have the article to. And here I see e star. And then I checked my favorite online dictionary, wordreference.com. And to my surprise, there on the website, it says it's masculine. And they give a sample sentence referring to a woman. And it says, αυτή είναι ένας μεγάλος star. My Greek friend was okay with E star, but that was before I saw O star. Knowing myself, I now have to investigate. Maybe you guys know the answer. E star, O star, to star. So far we've had cameraman, reportage, crayon, star. between the two videos. That's a total of 4 imported words. I really like the stoccato cato, and I've seen it both with and without hyphen. Cato is a bit like cate by itself. I see it as down. So what I do, since it's repeated, it's cato, cato, it's like down and more down. So really down. When you really dig down and get to the bottom of things, you'll get to in the end or after all. One needs to invent clues, right? Η Ναταλία χτυπάει το κουδούνι. Natalie rings the bell. I didn't know the verb and I didn't know the noun. And even though we translate the sentence with she rings, χτυπάει actually means hit. And χτυπάει also exists as χτυπά, because the first person can be χτυπώ or χτυπάω. And for sentences such as I don't want to hit you, δεν θέλω να σε χτυπήσω. I'm making a mental note, χτυπάω να χτυπήσω. Το κουδούνι is the bell when referring to a doorbell. I found a similar word which, according to my own observations, is more used for bigger bells, maybe cow bells. So, κουδούνι is the doorbell. The ht sound is fun because it's new to me, and I needed to say it several times. And how easy is the ht sound for you? So, now the same sentence without the English translation. Η Ναταλία χτυπάει το κουδούνι. How much more did you understand now? Περιμένει. She waits, she's waiting. Easy. Ξαναχτυπάει και αρχίζει να κουνάει νευρικά το πόδι της. She rings again and starts to shake her leg nervously. I love verbs starting with ξανά. Maybe because of the Olivia Newton-John song, Xanadu? Unrelated, I know. Almost all verbs can have a ξανά, an English re. That indicates repetition. I've recently heard a friend say, το έχω ξανακάνει. I've done it before. So, ξανά is repetition, but it can also be translated as before. Interesting, isn't it? By the way, if you like this kind of learning, if you find it useful, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll continue making more videos for us. So, our verb ξαναχτυπάει, ring again, or rather hit again. Κουνάει is from the verb κουνάω, να κουνήσω. Two things. The number one search result I always get when I Google for conjugation is the website coolconjugator.com. And once in a while I find a totally wrong of non-existing verb form on their website. Have a look. It's not the one listed here, it's να κουνήσω. Secondly, after αρχίζω, we never use this form, but the ongoing one, κουνάω or κουνώ. And by the way, this verb needs an object. You can't just use this verb when you want to say I'm shaking. For that, you would need passive voice. Νευρικά is nervously. It's the adverb that describes how she's shaking. Ξαναχτυπάει και αρχίζει να κουνάει νευρικά Το πόδι της. How much more did you understand this time? I'm going to repeat now the sentences from the first video and continue with our sentences from today. All without the English translation, but with Greek subtitles. And please let me know in the comments how much more you understand this time. Thanks for watching and I see you in the next video. Η δημοσιογράφος Ναταλία ανεβαίνει με τα πόδια στον πρώτο όροφο. Την ακολουθεί ο Πέτρος, ο καμεραμάν. Εδώ, από την πόρτα, βγάζει το καθρεφτάκι από την τσάντα της. Ο Πέτρος ρωτάει «Μα καλά, τι κάνεις εκεί?» «Δεν έχουμε χρόνο». Κοιτάει το ρολόι του που δείχνει 7:30. Πρέπει να έχουν έτοιμο το ρεπορτάζ για το δελτίο των 9. Η Ναταλία δεν τα καταλαβαίνει αυτά. Μετά τη βούρτσα σειρά έχει το κόκκινο κραγιόν. Ο Πέτρος θυμώνει αλλά δεν μπορεί να της πει τίποτα άλλο. Στο κάτω-κάτω αυτή είναι η Σταρ. Η Ναταλία χτυπάει το κουδούνι. Περιμένει. Ξαναχτυπάει και αρχίζει να κουνάει νευρικά το πόδι της.